Hi everybody, I'm Caribbean Andy. Today we're going to make a Long Island iced tea, but better. So a Long Island was created in the 1970s, 1972, as part of a contest to use triple sec, I believe specifically Cointreau, in a cocktail. And it's been famous ever since. I would argue just about everyone knows that even if you can't drink or don't drink, you know that a Long Island iced tea is the name of a cocktail. Traditionally, it's also associated with having a lot of alcohol in it, and that's not always necessarily the case. Truth is, it just has a lot of different kinds of alcohol in it, and I would argue that the blend of alcohol isn't really the part that matters either, but what we're going to do is make it better. So traditionally, it's vodka, rum, gin, tequila, and triple sec with sour mix and Coca-Cola. We are not going to use sour mix because we would never do that. And if you're putting Coke into something, it's not a craft cocktail. And there's no reason that a Long Island can't be a craft cocktail. So instead, we've made a cola syrup. I made this using cola nut powder. I'll show you the recipe. And then just to add in a little bit more of that sort of cola flavor and a little bit more depth to the cocktail, well, we're already throwing all of this stuff in, so why not use Fernet? Fernet Branca, I think throughout the early 2000s, sort of known as the bartender's handshake. Very common for bartenders to take shots of this. I love when Fernet is in a cocktail. I don't love it as much by itself, but please don't tell anyone. So, for our Long Island today, we are going to do half of an ounce of each of these spirits. Start with our gin, because it's the closest. And honestly, I don't think it matters what spirits you use, as long as you're not using things in gigantic plastic bottles. Half ounce of tequila. Some places don't include tequila in their Long Islands, or they maybe call that something special, but classically, it should be in there. Half ounce of white rum. Half ounce of vodka. I worked at a job once where we sold lots of Long Islands, and as you can tell, this is basically what's going to be in your speed well. And a lot of places will do this, but we used to do it so that we could just pick up 4 bottles at a time, pour them in, top it with sours and Coke, and be on our way. Do a half an ounce of our Cointreau. 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, which I just squeezed the moment before I started filming. And then we're going to do 1 ounce of our cola syrup, and I'll show you how that's made. Okay, you can see mostly the ingredients for my cola syrup are things you're going to have around the house already. Nothing that's too difficult to come by, except for maybe the cola nut powder, but a quick Google search should lead you to find that. You'll start off by making a simple syrup. This is between a rich simple syrup and regular. I did 1.5 cups of raw sugar dissolved in 1 cup of boiling water. To that mixture, you're going to add your teaspoon of kosher salt, 2 tablespoons of cola nut powder, as well as the zest of 2 limes. Stir that all together, let it boil. The salt and sugar are obviously going to dissolve. A bit of that cola nut powder is going to stick around. Obviously, the lime zest isn't going anywhere. But once you have all that added, you can also add in a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and just 2 dashes of orange bitters. And then once you have that all mixed together, crush up 2 cinnamon sticks and a star anise pod. Put those in the pot, remove it from the heat, put the lid on it, let that steep and let that cinnamon flavor soak up. And once it's cool enough to handle, you can go ahead and strain it. I'd cool it on the countertop with a loose lid for about 30 minutes to an hour after you strain it. Pop it in the fridge, and it should be good for about 30 days. And that is thick, so I do like to do the Fernet last, just to sort of rinse out my jigger a bit. This I do about a bar spoon, a heavy bar spoon, so just shy of 1/4 of an ounce. And you can increase this or decrease this however you please. Or leave it out altogether. Don't follow my recipe. See if I care. Then we're going to ice it. I'll use the scoop. And my hand scoop is useless. Shake it. It's cold. And then pour it right into the glass. Thought I was gonna have too much ice, it wasn't enough. Do a metal straw and a bit of a lemon peel as our garnish. There you go. Making it better Long Island iced tea. I'm very proud of myself. I really think that this is something that will appeal to anyone who enjoys a Long Island. It's something that, oh boy, would appeal to anyone who enjoys a craft cocktail. If you're an Amaro fan, the Fernet's really highlighted. The cola syrup does actually contain a little bit of caffeine as well because of the cola powder. So, I don't know, all of these reasons and more, you should make my recipe. Let me know what you think of it. And make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks. Cheers. Bye.